Well, hi. Welcome to the garden. It is Friday, September 9th. Excuse me. You know what we do at my house on Fridays? We plant. Come on, let's plant. Those little cherry tomatoes are ripening up, and I could not resist. Now, we've been talking about the best September seeds to plant. We'll go take a little tour of what we got in so far, but we're still planting. We've also talked about the cold frames coming up. Our summer cucumbers are winding down, even though we do have a lot of really good growth and some flowers coming on after that aphid and spider mite attack. Ladybugs did a really good job on that. Do a little head work with me. We've got a trellis here. We've been talking about the cold frames. We can put two bales right here, have a decent walkway. With the lean-to coming down, we still have really good room for our vegetables. And what's one of our best September seeds to plant? That would be peas. If we plant the peas on the back side of the trellis, we can put the bales up against the front side of the trellis and then have some more vegetables here in the front. The first couple light frosts, we just drape plastic over and we'll be good to go. Well, come on, let's plant. We're not giving up because we're still producing cucumbers. And our ladybugs are still hard at work. Now, we planted the cucumbers on the other side of the fence, so I'm not going to run into any roots. And if you're new to the story, this is how we plant in the deep mulch. We just pull the mulch back, and since we're only going to put a couple bales, I'm going to stop right here. We can get these germinating while this vine is still producing cucumbers. Take that down to the corner. So you just pull that mulch back, right down to bare soil. Look how nice and moist that is. As soon as we get these put in, we'll go take a look at how the other ones are germinating. I sort of just lay them in here to begin with. You know, Roost Stout would just drop them on top and let them go. I can't quite do that on everything. So that's planted pretty heavy. But I just come back with my finger and just poke those into that soil just a little bit, and you still get really good soil contact. And we're right there underneath the wire. And if you're right on top of each other for a few, that's okay too. And then just a little bit of soil over the top, and then just a little bit of mulch to help hold that moisture. I'll tell you a little secret about peas. They're one of my favorite things out of the garden, but after they've had a little bit of frost on them, they're even better. Don't tell anybody. All right, they've got a nice little drink just off to the side. The radishes that we planted on August 31st, they're doing really, really well. You just got to keep your babies moist. Let me give the amaranth a little drink. And for everybody that's been wondering why we have the buckets out here, it's to let the chlorine and chloramine kind of vent off. It's also to fill the watering jug. And look at that lettuce. That's only been in the ground a few days. Well, looky there. We got peas that are coming out of the ground. Our peas have started to sprout. The turnips and cilantro haven't come up yet. I wouldn't expect them to. But we got enough cilantro down here. When they start, it's going to be a little carpet. Just make sure they stay good and moist. Go take a look at our baby carrots. It's so nice when you don't have to do a close-up. We got spinach. We got spinach. That is fantastic. I think I'm pretty happy with the beets that we saved from seed. You can do this too. Well, there's the red Russian kale. And there's the elephant kale. You just want to keep your babies moist. Oh, and there's Swiss chard. Yeah, Swiss chard is definitely up. And our collards. And with that, we've made it all the way around the garden. I was going to let these grow out so they were nice and pretty on camera. Yeah, I'm going to eat them. These are just loaded. They made it through the hottest part of the summer. Now it's on to round 2. But look at this. Our beans have trellised all the way up on this tomato. And we got beans up in here. These aren't quite big enough to bring in. Although eating a tomato, I know I'm going to spoil my dinner. And this is why we do it, because it tastes great. I do want to thank you for stopping by the garden. Help me plant some more September seeds. And remember, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. So what's one of our best September seeds to plant? That would be... Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.